You know what you need to do though? You need to wear this on the outside, and then on the inside you just have to have like the craziest, geekiest t-shirt on the planet. And then when someone questions your geek, you just whoosh, pull the Superman and just rip your clothes off.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Welcome back. This is How to Start a Game Company, and I am Ross Shabilsky, founder of D20 Studios.
I am Logan Erickson, the producer of The Geek Wave. So today we are talking about monetization. Now, this is maybe one of the most important things in the game industry, because without monetization, I don't think you get to make a second game, right?
No. So let's be clear about something, right? I'm an indie developer. I'm passionate about making games, and I want to keep making games because it is awesome to make games and deliver fun, amazing experiences. Yeah. But you can't make games if your game doesn't have a business around it.
When you started, you're on your second indie game right now, right?
That's right.
How has have the two differed? Because I know you've talked about how they kind of had different monetization.
Very different, yeah. The hard reality is, it is really, really hard to make a successful game. I mean, your chances out there right now are just astronomical. There's thousands of games released, saturating the market every day. In the App Store and on Steam, coming out on Xbox and PlayStation. First mistake I think I made was going at this with the notion of I'm just going to make this one game, and it's going to lead to some success, and then I'll make another game. And I'm already thinking about the other ideas for the next games before the first game's even out there. Right? At the beginning, when you go to start in the integral design of the game, how do I take and make this, instead of just making it a one-off product, how do I make this into a legacy, a service that I can deliver to players?
That's interesting. Yeah.
So new content, new experiences.
So thinking really long-term.
Long-term.
That's interesting.
Kind of the mindset I now sort of approach is different. It's, let's focus on making one really good game and figure out how to get that to work.
Yeah. So where do you begin? Do you look at your target audience? Do you think what you need to support the game?
Right.
How do you decide on what you basically need to make in order to, sustain?
Yeah, so the value is where you start.
Okay.
You start with your core loop and your mechanics, and you identify where the value in that system is.
Interesting.
So to give an example of the type of game I'm making right now, the game is driven by exploration, growth of characters, and developing new powers and abilities. Those powers and abilities are represented by cards in the game, digital cards, like you would in a tabletop game. So inherently, the value is, as you go through the core loop, you're winning these cards. The cards have value.
I think, though, you really have to be careful of not going to the pay-to-win standpoint when you're in an environment where it's PvP. Because I feel like, at least over the last 5 years, when I look at games, I've definitely shied away from free-to-play games. My biggest reasoning has been that I feel there's this very bad stigma that has come up around free-to-play games, and I think that's because there are a lot of companies that have tried to trick, maybe manipulate players into spending money in maybe not the best manner. I would say that they weren't thinking of the players first. They were thinking of making millions and millions of dollars.
The goal with your monetization is not to be greedy or to exploit or to trick your players into spending. A lot of games do this, and people have a bad vibe in monetization of mobile games, for example, because there are just things in there that people do that just are really harsh, right? If you don't spend right now, someone's going to come raid your village and take half the gold that you just spent a week harvesting. That leaves you feeling icky about it. Right?
Savage.
The other image I always use is the golf example, right? Like people always talk about how it's dirty to spend games. I said, well, think about something like golfing, a real world physical sport. And you go out there and you're going out for a golf game with your buddy, and you hit your ball and it drives pretty good. Your buddy's got the Bertha club, and he hits a thing and it goes 100, feet further or whatever than your ball goes, and you think, man, if I had that club, I could sure be beating this guy right now. And suddenly that item has value. And you go to purchase one, you don't feel of it as a dirty purchase you're making. You think of it as this is enhancing value. This is making me a better player. I'm going to take and swipe the competition because I've got this thing.
Because you got this new item. It sounds very much to me like marketing and monetization kind of have to go hand in hand and start out. Like you start your marketing early on, and you really just plan your monetization from the beginning, and you build the game with the monetization plan in mind.
To kind of wrap that up, early on in your design gameplay, find the value. What is it about your game that can turn it into not just a one-off product, but a lifetime software as service model? And what within that model you're developing is something that gives the players value, that they can invest into and be excited about, whether it's new abilities, new powers, customization aspects, personalizations that make them feel unique heroes in the game. Whatever it is that you're getting in there, make that at the forefront. Partner at the beginning with your design team and your product managers to find a win-win scenario where the monetization isn't an exploit, it's not a pay to win, it's a value, it's an investment, like a hobby. And then always think about the message of how your monetization comes across through marketing, and don't rely on the success of previous games to forge your new product going forward.
Thank you so much, everybody. Once again, have a wonderful day.
Yep, this is Ross Shabilsky.
Logan Erickson.
It's another wonderful day in Utah.
Geek out.
Yes.
That was good.